What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jay Rich. It's Monday, January the 29th, and here are my NBA best bets presented by Pinnacle Sportsbook, your trusted sportsbook for the past 25 years. Massive slate in the NBA today. We do have some back-to-backs, so we're going to be talking about those. But let's get into the best bets because there is some money to be made today. Tough slate, though. Lots of difficult spreads and over-unders, so definitely make sure you do lots of research because at least in my research, it was a difficult day. But I have some picks for y'all that I really like, and we'll talk through some more as well. But let's get into it right now. So as you can see here, massive slate in the NBA. I can't even show all the games on the screen, but there is a ton right now. And we're going to be kicking this off with a favorite of mine because I picked them almost every single week, but we are going to be going back to the Houston Rockets at home against the Los Angeles Lakers. This is a very simple pick. Every single time I can pick against the Lakers on the road, I am going to do it because they've been horrendous on the road. They are coming off a massive win against the Golden State Warriors on the road, and it was their only road win of 2024. They played a ton of home games so far this year, and it's paid dividends for them with a lot of wins. But when you go on the road, they've been much less successful this season. And so just to give you guys some numbers here, the Lakers are 9-13 on the road against the spread and 7-15 straight up, while Houston is 13-7-1 and 16-8 straight up. So you just look at these two teams, their splits, home versus road. Houston, horrendous on the road. They are terrible, but for whatever reason, they are so much better at home. So you factor in the double OT win against the Golden State Warriors and the fact that they have a back-to-back, so they do have a game tomorrow in Atlanta. They could potentially rest LeBron and AD tonight, which of course would make this money line tremendous value. I still believe they can win, and the last time they played in Houston, they got blown out, and I believe I picked them in that game as well. So a lot of reasons to take Houston in this game. They should be favored by the time tip-off ultimately comes about, but I really like Houston in this game. I think that the Lakers are riding very high recently, coming off that win, but I think things could come crashing down for them again today and potentially even some rest for their star players. So for the first game, we will be taking the Houston Rockets money line. If you want to take the spread, be my guest, but it's only 1 point, so no real point there. Give me the Rockets on the money line. Now, the next pick I was going to go to was going to be Sacramento because that's my favorite bet that's not on the board right now, but the Sacramento Kings were -8 just before I started this recording, and I love them today. The main reason why you want to take the Kings is because they are phenomenal with the rest advantage. They are 9-3-1 when they have a rest advantage against their opponent. They haven't played since Saturday, while the Memphis Grizzlies played last night against Indiana and lost. So the Kings have won 3 straight games and covered in 2 of those games, while Memphis has been a little bit up and down, but has, to their credit, covered 4 straight spreads. But I think when you look at how Sacramento's going to play, they've scored 120 points in each of their last 4 games, and Memphis hasn't been able to score more than 110. So I think there's just going to be a lot of problems. They're going to use their pace in Sacramento. They're going to run. They're going to play fast, and it's going to overwhelm Memphis throughout the entire game. It's their 3rd game in 4 nights. I think Sacramento can easily get a win. Now, the other plays I was looking at was this Washington Wizards San Antonio Spurs spread under 240. It's so close for me. It's so close for me. You know, you look at this game and you say they just played each other. It was 131-127, went way over. But you look at what's happened. Washington's gone under in their last 4 games. San Antonio's gone under in the last 2 games. One of the big stats that it does matter, in my opinion, San Antonio at home, they have the best over record in the NBA at home. So that's a big problem. But Washington scores significantly less points on the road than they do at home. And this total's already gone down. It was 241, and then it was 240.5. Now you see it's 240. So it is going down right now, and it could be a good pick. And the other one I was looking at is the Phoenix Suns +4. It's dangerous, though. It's their 3rd game in 4 nights. They're coming off another loss. They won 7 straight when I picked them last week, and then they lost a couple. It's difficult, right? You look at how they're playing, and they just got blown out by Orlando. They did not play well at all. It's a back-to-back for them, but Miami, they've lost 6 straight as well, so I'm kind of inclined to take Phoenix here. Again, it's not a must bet in my opinion, but I do think it's pretty good value. +4, you look at the record of the Suns when they don't have any rest, 5-2-1, which is a great record for a team on back-to-backs, but it's still concerning. You don't know, are they going to rest players? Is everyone going to play? But Miami isn't playing particularly well, so I don't hate the Suns +4 here. I do think it's a pretty good bet, but overall, it's not on my betting card for sure. And the other one I was really looking at hard was the Knicks to cover the 8 points against the Hornets and the over in this game as well, which you can see is juiced a little bit to the over here. Julius Randle not going to be playing in this game. Otherwise, I'd be all over it. They would obliterate the Hornets if Randle was playing, but without him playing, it becomes a little bit closer, a little bit dicey. I think you probably want to lean more on the Hornets to cover the spread, but if the Knicks did, I wouldn't be shocked at all. I would be leaning more towards the over here in this game. The Hornets do play a little bit better at home than they do on the road. And if the Knicks can score a ton of points, then it could be an easy over in this one. But the best bets for me are the Kings -8 up to probably -8.5 would be where I would take it. If it gets to 9, 9.5, it becomes a lot more dicey for me. But at 8 or at 8.5, I really do like that bet. I love the Houston Rockets tonight. I think they're in a phenomenal spot. I think the splits and everything is going for them, especially when they play at home against a Lakers team that does not play well on the road. I do kind of like the over here in the Knicks and Charlotte game, and then the under in the Washington and San Antonio game. But that's it for me today. 2 best bets and a couple of leans. We're going to be taking the Sacramento Kings to cover the 8 or the 8.5. Hopefully they put it back up at 8 because I think that is a great number. And then we're going to be taking the Houston Rockets money line against the Los Angeles Lakers. And then, of course, the lean on the New York Knicks and Charlotte Hornets over, and then San Antonio Spurs and Washington Wizards under. Thank you guys so much for watching. You can follow me on Twitter or X at your boy Jay Rich, and make sure you are following Pinnacle across all of our socials. Good luck tonight, and as always, bet smart and bet Pinnacle. I'll see you guys next week. I'm out. Peace.